Blessings, yo, crazy shit about life experiences. Everybody's gonna experience life, right? In their own way. But this always takes one, the little drummer boy, to lead the way. Yet there's so many people leading the way, right? But which way are they going, right? That's the question. Just know that the Most High is always guiding you forward, right? But the way forward really is not as forward as it seems when it comes to the distractions, disruptions, interruptions, and chaos that people come with. But the only way to learn anything is to experience everything, right? In every way possible. But we all learn and experience life in so many different ways, but we're all connected by similarities, familiarities, and commonalities, right? In order to actually get the big picture even bigger for everyone to see in a way where everyone is able to see it, regardless if you're blind or not, right? Because energy is felt more so than seen, right? But energy can be seen in a way of movement, but it takes eyes to really see what the movement is, right? Because people can talk, and language has been here for so many years that it's switched up and changed. Therefore, coming from different countries is different dialects and tones, right? So verbiage is different, definitions is different, so the words are used differently. So the spellings are different. So not everybody's going to spell the same, let alone adhere to the magic that is being spelled out the same way, right? It's all in the vibrations of the energy that you walk in. Not everybody's singing the same tune. Not everybody's running or even walking to the same fucking beat, right? But everybody is walking and moving forward. But where forward is all different to everybody because we're all playing on a big-ass game board filled with all varieties of people. Human beings, actual humans, you have nowadays, you have the clones, you have, you still have narcs out there. It's like we still have the same lessons on constant repeat to get everyone on the same board, on the same playing board, same plane, right there, everybody on the start line, but everybody starts at different times, everybody starts at the time where they're ready to experience that time frame, that time loop. And a good amount of us were pushed and moved and, in areas where, a lot of us had to grow up much earlier than we needed to, but it's really understanding the energy that is in the playing field. You have your demons, ghouls, and goblins, and you have the humans that want to be the goons, goblins, and you have the energetic vampires, you have the energetic warlock, you have all types of everything dressed in human skin. But when you take off all the human skin, you're left with energy. And how you see that energy is how you see it, right? Because more than likely, everybody has the same vision as to what we all see once the masks are off, It's really knowing that we're all here to learn from past experiences. The more we actually focus on the forward movement of it, right? Like really seeing what the picture is at the end of the tunnel, whereas the end of the tunnel really is the end for most. It's really dreaming bigger. It's really knowing that there is more. It's like really going past the firmament and knowing that there is more greenery. We just have to get there. But not everybody knows how to swim, let alone want to swim, right? Because a good amount of people are afraid of the ocean because of what's there and what's not, and what we don't know is there. Because again, stories, again, not everyone has been there or done anything or done most to experience it. Therefore, there's that fear of what is next, what could happen, and what if it don't work out? Where can I go? What can I do? And who will be there? The journey for life is you. Nobody's there. Nobody's going to be there. The valley of darkness is all you, your echoes, your voices, your skins, all the skin that you're walking in. Those are the layers of yourself that has to be worked, because in order to see yourself and know yourself and feel yourself is to let go of all those experiences and the weightlessness of letting go. That's when you'll realize that, dang, you've been through a lot of shit. You know, you've experienced a lot of shit. It's a lot to experience when it comes to life outside of the fun, you know, because it's to carve out that fun, to feel that fun, to experience that fun takes work in order to get to that fun, you know, because there is a part that you have to put in to get yourself mentally there to open up and accept that fun, accept that love, and believe in that love, and believe that there is more outside of the firmament, you know? It's this, you know, and it's the circumference of the brain knowing that if there was no top of the skull, where could the what if, you know, the brain, if you ever looked at all the old pics of the humans, then they had those long cone heads, you know, to fit that knowledge, and we've been shrunken to fit as much as we can, but we are being redesigned and reconfigured to the point that now we are just moving towards being simply energy by way of shit. Look at AI technology. It's just thinking it now. It's just moving in thought as to what it is you want, that is manifestation, that is dreaming in reality, and making the blocks move for you. You know, there's movies that shows it. There's a lot of books on it, but it's the thinking of it and making the mind move towards what it is that's really building in front of you. Because we can all talk it, we can all make moves on it, but when the mind is not set on it, there's no movement. A lot of everything to experience is a lot of everything that we've been programmed to experience, you know? A lot of everything that you do experience, we've been conditioned to it, you know? A lot of the experience we've been groomed into. So a lot of life experiences is in a way where you have to experience it. It's like it's in a life experience book, you know, it's in a life manual that these things will happen, you know. You will go to church, you will experience this, you will get that, you will run into this. But a lot of experiences are often experienced outside of the programming, you know, outside of the system. It's outside of what you already knew, what you already know, you know. It's outside of everything that you've learned. You know, you have to teach yourself the new experiences, you know, without the people, places, and things around you. And that's the hardest part about this experience when it comes to life, you know. Your life is the letting go of the people, places, and things that are afraid to experience life. It's choosing yourself outside of the programming. It's choosing and deciding for yourself outside of the people, places, and things. Because outside of people, places, and things, you do just choose for yourself. You do just hear yourself, right? And it's like hearing everything from what everyone might say or could say and probably said. You know, it's still your decision. There's nothing in your ear to say, you know what, you should go this way because, you know, so-and-so did it this way, and Uncle Ray Ray from back then, you know, in 1910, this is how the family started. It's like outside of tradition, to make your own tradition, customizing your life for you, where a good amount of people, places, and things are not going to fucking be there because they don't fit in a customized version of your life, you know? It's really knowing that in order to experience the life that you truly want to experience, where your mind is set on experiencing, it's not going to include the people. It's not going to include the places. It's not going to include the things that you like to do, wanted to do, not wanted to do, but the shit that you want to do now is going to be done by experiencing it the way that you want to, right? It's like some people are there as roadblocks to stop you, to stall you, to hold you, you know, and keep you because of traditions, customs, religion, you know. It's because we're programmed to stay and never leave, you know. We're programmed to stay and experience the same things, or it's like the same loop of a tape, but it's masked in this is the life experience, which it is, you know, to some, to all. But not everyone has the same life experience where they want to keep experiencing the same thing, but are afraid to let go of because of the fact that they would be alone, you know? But the aloneness really is just knowing that not everybody wants to experience life outside of the program, you know? Not everybody wants to experience, most are in fear to experience life outside of the system. You know, they're more in fear of experiencing life outside of the people, places, and things that they know. You know, that's the hardest part about life's journey. Most are more afraid to travel alone because it's unknown, more so than they are to travel alone, knowing that the unknown is another experience to learn and know You know, it's really understanding that some people do go off the notion of what they heard and thought they knew, and taking it to a country, you know, a place or a person, thinking that what they knew is true, and are more often disappointed because everything is brand new. You know, it's like really coming up with a blank mind to fill it with everything that you want, you know, that you've been dreaming of. Therefore, you are creating a life for you. You're using all of the blocks that are outside of you, you know, and putting it together in your mind to better adhere to it when it comes to your reality as it unfolds in your reality. It's better to experience life as you want to experience life, outside of the boulders and the roadblocks meant to keep you at the same pace as a life. A definition to what life should be, or could, or is better than, more than what life could be for you. It's the same shit as, you know, you want to go somewhere, but somebody's telling you, you know what, don't do that, da 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 da. But that same person is the one planning to do the same, to do the very same thing that, you know, they're telling you not to do, because they want to experience it before you. That's a good amount of shit outside, yo. People will talk the talk, you know, to talk you out of something that they themselves would like to experience, that they themselves would like to get to know, they themselves would like to, you know, experience. They will come up with a whole bunch of reasons as to why you shouldn't, because some would rather brag to you of the experience before you feel the energy of what it is that you already thought of for you. Dream stealers, yo. Those are the destiny swappers. Those are the motherfucking soul jumpers to try to take something that they themselves couldn't do or wouldn't even think of if it didn't come from you. You know that the Most High got you. Always. Have a good one. Bye.